What's up, Taiwan? I'm Staś Butler with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's health ministry says the country is making plans to prevent the spread of Mpox within its borders. In 1 week, Taiwan has recorded 3 local cases of the disease, also known as monkeypox. The latest was on Tuesday. The 3 cases are spread out across the country. Health Minister Xue Ruiyuan says Taiwan has placed an order for 10,000 doses of the Mpox vaccine, but it's unclear when those will arrive. In the meantime, the government will carry out a targeted vaccination drive in the biggest cities and towns. Xue says he has faith in Taiwan's ability to stop the virus. He says Taiwan's Mpox strategy learns from its COVID prevention measures, but it also accounts for how Mpox spreads.
头都还是有一些不太一样的地方啊，因为它是在主要是在特殊交友圈里面的一个传播哈，所以所用的方法可能还要再更细腻一点。
Google says it will invest almost $10 million to support digital news in Taiwan. The leader of the project praised Taiwan's journalism as some of the freest in Asia.
We have to recognize that Taiwan's special, and I said it inside earlier. Taiwan's a special place. The Taiwan news industry is so unique in that it's probably one of the freest.
The company's Taiwan News Digital Co-Prosperity Fund is designed to expand the reach of Taiwanese news outlets and boost audience engagement. Google says quality journalism and access to information are vital for a free society, and it sees Taiwan as an important model for the world. The company has recently come under pressure in other countries to pay local media for content shared on its platform. Last year, Australia became the first country to require that tech firms pay news outlets for using their content. Now, Wednesday is International Women's Day, but Taiwan, it turns out, has fewer women in work than Japan, South Korea, and Singapore. And the results of a recent survey offer some answers why. Joyce Zhang has the story.
Women make up over half of Taiwan's total population, but only a little more than half of them work formal jobs. The National Development Council reports that Taiwan's female labor participation rate is lower than some of its Asian counterparts, namely Singapore, Japan, and South Korea. A recent job bank survey identifies 3 major challenges keeping women from joining and staying in the labor force.
会因为所谓的工作跟生活两头烧的状况哦，那第一个就是因为生育来中断他们的职涯，年纪大了再回到职场的时候，他发现他自己的专业可能已经没有办法跟上现在所谓的职业上的一个需求。
The survey also showed companies underestimate the amount of stress working women experience. Working women self-reported average stress levels much higher than what companies assumed they were. They said this stress came from feeling like they were performing below expectations and financial struggles to meet ends meet. Officials are now looking to get more women working as the country continues to tackle chronic labor shortages.
在目前来讲，餐饮住宿业的缺工是最严重的，那将近有20万个工作数。那其次呢是电子资讯跟半导体产业，那大概有来到16万跟17万个职缺数。
Taiwan's critically low birth rates and aging population have also been major problems for its job pool. But to encourage more women to work, both the government and companies will need to explore ways to create family-friendly workplaces. According to the survey, flexible working hours and job qualifications and more caregiving subsidies would help get women who are interested in working back in the office. Rick Yi and Joyce Zhen for TaiwanPlus.
For more on Taiwan's female labor force, our reporter Joyce Zhang spoke with sociology professor Zhang Jinfen from Academia Sinica.
When it comes to attitudes towards working women, how does Taiwan compare to other countries?
I think in general, labor markets in Taiwan, I think they are more friendly to women than in Japan and South Korea. For one thing is that because we have the very strong the feminist activist groups, okay, they would watch or help those women which they feel like discriminated because they are pregnant or because they are sexually harassed. Or they were paid less than for equal work.
And what do low labor participation rates say about gender equality in Taiwan?
Labor force participation rate is not a very useful indicator to measure gender equality. I mean, as far as I know, many of the index, they don't include the labor force participation rate. And also it's a different thing. So the main question, I think, for the Taiwanese women in terms of their labor market conditions is that because of the lower earnings, so women, they tend to quit their jobs to withdraw from labor markets in very earlier time than most other countries like Japan and South Korea.
That was Professor Zhang Jinfen, sociology professor at Academia Sinica in Taipei, speaking with TaiwanPlus reporter Joyce Zhang. A shrine has appeared in a reservoir in northern Taiwan after a lack of rain caused water levels to drop. The shrine to a local god known as Tudigong is one of the water level markers at the Shimen Reservoir in Taoyuan City. The man-made lake is now less than 70% full. Taiwan's Water Resources Agency says it's not worried about water supplies in the region for now, but the country's south is in the middle of a months-long drought that has taken a toll on farmers and wildlife. No snow fell on Taiwan's highest peak, Jade Mountain, for the first time since records began. The Central Weather Bureau says average temperatures this winter were the third highest in history. Before this year, the latest snowfall had fallen on the mountain in central Taiwan was in late January. That was in 2019. Global temperatures are rising because of human-caused climate change, and that's been linked to more erratic weather patterns that can mean less ice and snow on Taiwan's mountains. The 2023 World Baseball Classic kicked off on Wednesday in Taichung City. The international competition is billed as the World Cup of Baseball. Cuba and the Netherlands faced off in the first game. The Taiwan-Panama game was still being contested when TaiwanPlus went to record. Leslie Liao was there to take in the atmosphere in the lead-up to the second game.
Listen closely. Do you hear that? That's the sound of intense anticipation, ready to boil over. Taiwan's baseball fans have been waiting for this moment. The World Baseball Classic is back after 6 years, and it's back in Taiwan after a decade. Earlier today, the Netherlands beat Cuba in the first game of the competition, but it's the second game where the excitement's at. That's because it's Taiwan's first game in this international competition, and we're here to soak up all of this fan energy. All 20,000 of Taichung Intercontinental Baseball Stadium seats are sold out for the game. Crowds lined up early to take seats, buy souvenirs, and catch a glimpse of their favorite players. The stadium was packed, a testament to Taiwan's love for baseball. Fan anticipation was through the roof.
那个完全投入到比赛的感觉跟早上完全不同，很兴奋。很兴奋。
好紧张。
对。
超级紧张，真的超级紧张。
赢5分、赢10分应该不是问题吧？
Team Taiwan's first game is against Panama. Vice President Lai Ching-te and Taichung Mayor Lu Xiuyan are attending. There was a ceremony to honor all 5 of the countries playing in Taiwan: Panama, Italy, Cuba, the Netherlands, and of course, Taiwan. Throwing the first pitch alongside Lai is Baseball Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera. While Team Taiwan is competing under the name Chinese Taipei, fans are allowed to carry the country's flag and use signage that says Taiwan, which isn't usually the case at international sports competitions like these. China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory, doesn't like it when Taiwan's flag is shown or when it's referred to as a separate country. But that's one advantage of playing at home. Team Taiwan went undefeated in the warm-up stages of the World Baseball Classic. Fans here are hoping they can carry that momentum over and win big at home. That way, the team can advance to the next stage in Japan, and then the next stage after that in the U.S. to win it all. Patrick Sun and Leslie Liao at Taichung Intercontinental Baseball Stadium for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of the full moon over Italy. I'm Stash Butler. Take care and see you next time.